Namaste everybody, welcome to our last day of April. It's actually the last day of April, the day that this will be going live. So welcome back. Today is our last apartment friendly interval training class. It'll be again like the last one, a full body, 40 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. My hair will fall out multiple times, but I'm trying to not have it back because I want to take it out later and I don't want it to look silly, which it probably will anyway, but I'm trying. 5 exercises, 40 seconds of work. The first exercise is a squat leg lift. So take a really wide squat, toes facing a little bit out. Squat down, and then come back up. Right leg lift to left leg lift. And then squat, right, squat in the middle, left, because otherwise I don't think it works quite right. And then the second one, you'll hold chair at the front of the mat, so feet hip distance apart, toes facing directly in front of you. Sink into chair, heart open. You can have your hands in prayer, which is probably what I will do for balance, or you can have them above your head to make it a little harder. And then step back into lunge, up to chair, back to lunge, up to chair, etc., etc. for 40 seconds. The third is a plank hold. So you can do this from your forearms, from your knees, yogi's choice. Spread the fingers wide if you're on your wrists, wrists under shoulders. Tuck the hips under just a little bit. So you don't want to be rounded as like such, like so. You just want to lengthen, and then the other opposite is where your butt is popping up. So lengthen your tailbone towards your heels, press your heels away from you. Press your upper body, your front body up to meet your back body. Heart open, shoulders down and back. Crown of the head lengthening away from the heels. And then just to make sure that imagine that you have like hooks on your hip bones, and they're just pulling your hip bones a little bit in the direction of your face, your chin, for example. And that'll help you get a little bit of a lengthened back, all flat. And then the next one is reverse tabletop toe touches. So you can bring your fingers to face you. Come up into a reverse tabletop position. Actually, it might be easier to have your fingers facing a little bit out. Reverse tabletop position, and then toe taps, opposite hand to knee, or hand to foot. And then the last one, hair's done. Last one is W leg lifts. So roll onto your back. Press your lower back into the mat. Lift your feet. You can sit on your hands. Lift your feet, flex your feet, and then lower as low as you can without arching your back. So you still want to press your back into the mat. So you might only be able to go this far, that's fine. If you can go all the way parallel, that's great too. Anywhere in between is also perfect. Just make sure you're pressing your lower back into the mat. So then come back up. Come out into a wider legged position. And then lower again. And then come back up together, lower again. Okay? So those are the 5 exercises. We'll get started with the the squat to leg lift. 10 seconds of rest. So come into your squat position, and once it goes, squat, leg lift, squat, leg lift. Make sure that you're lifting with your hip muscles rather than momentum. If you fall over, that's great. Just laugh at yourself. Make sure your core is tight. Five seconds. Press through your heels as you lift. All right, next is chair. So set yourself up for your chair. Sink into chair, and then you'll stay bent in the front leg and step back to lunge, chair, lunge, other side. chair. So this one has a lot more legs in it than the last one. The last one was very core heavy. This one is a little more leg heavy. Make sure you stay light on your feet as we are doing the apartment friendly series. So you don't want to be bouncing too much. Unless you do want to be bouncing, in which case, go for it. All right, third is plank hold. So come into your plank, either on your forearms or on your knees or a full plank. 10 seconds was not enough time for that. And just set yourself up. Press your heels away from you if you're on your toes. Lengthen your tailbone away from you. Don't let your hips sink. Core tight. Press through the base of each finger and lengthen the breath. Right. Reverse tabletop toe taps. Say that 5 times fast. Reverse tabletop toe taps. Reverse tabletop toe taps. Reverse tabletop toe taps. So keep your hips high, chest open, core tight. Press through the heel of the bottom, like the balancing foot. That way you're working on your glutes as well. Go slower as fast as you want. It's hard to balance when you're trying to talk. So maybe I should stop talking. All right. W lifts. Come onto your back. Press your lower back into the mat. Lift your hips high. And then lower. Lift. And then separate the legs, lower, lift, back together. Probably don't talk while you're doing this because then you're not mentally engaged in the activity. All right, back to the top. Squats. My favorite. Okay. Go. Squat, leg lift, squat, leg lift. You can also do, my balance is all kinds of off today. You can also do different variations like a back kick maybe to more target the gluteus maximus. I'm not actually sure, don't quote me, that that's the muscle that you'd be targeting. I'm gonna do that because that feels a little bit nicer. It's a different muscle if you kick back at an angle. Okay, chair, into the front of the mat, core engaged, sink your hips, make sure you can see your toes. And then step back, lunge, chair, chair. Keep most of your weight in the front foot. Press through the heels as you come up on the standing foot. All right, better say this next. Plank. Plank's number 3. 5 seconds, so this is the we really need to set up fast one. Don't set up slow so you don't have the full 40 seconds. I'm watching you. Lengthen the breath. My plank hack is to focus solely on the breath and not at my body's current present position. Okay, tabletop toe taps. Reverse tabletop toe taps. W raises. If you find any discomfort for any reason in the wider leg variation, just do regular feet together. Leg raises. And squats! Back squats. So we're gonna go back to the original variation. Straight out to the side. You do whatever makes you happy. Chair. I should put my hair up, but I'm determined. Want to have nice hair after my workout. Is that a thing that anybody wants? I guess it's more because normally when I work out, I haven't just done all my makeup to make sure that the lighting is right, and that I look like I have eyebrows on screen. So now that I've done all of that, I don't want to re-shower just to do it all again. So we're trying to keep the hair okay. Okay, plank. 10 seconds, get on your plank. Last one, give it your everything. Do your best. If you have to come down onto your knees, do it, that's fine, just keep your alignment. Lengthen the breath. Don't let the hips sag. Core tight. Press the heels away from you. Shoulders relaxed. Almost there. Great job. Toe taps. First tabletop toe tap. That's going to be our new theme song. Core Core tight. Lift it. Ooh, hips. And W raises.
Activity complete.
All right. That one was not nearly as hard for me as the last one we filmed, the one that you will have seen last week. So this one went by really fast. Let me know what you thought of it. If you thought it was good, I mean, I'm sweating. I don't know if it's because I'm hot or because that was a really good workout, but I had a lot of fun. So I hope you did too. Thank you so much for joining me today. From my heart to yours. Namaste.